And Driftor, I was hoping that we'd get you sitting upright. Is there any good health news?
Yes, I thought about starting this sitting upright. I'm doing more of that these days, but it would just be a facade. It would be 20, 30 minutes, and then we'd have to transition into here. The health news is I'm recovering, ? Said that a number of times on this show for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got treated for babyosis infection, which is a parasitic protozoan that lives in your blood. And I can see you wincing, the incredible, unbelievable audacity of this story.
Wait, what is it called so I can look it up?
The name of it I was like, wait, what?
Babyo, what is it called?
Babyosis.
Yeah,
it's reverse aging. He's
so what I've prepared for you is actual proof that I'm not just bullshitting you all. This is my actual test. I actually got this.
A man who can read the room.
Painfully rare disease.
Negative. All right.
Wow, that's a lot of AIDS in your blood.
Yeah, but the way it cut off the babyosis, whatever, for the fish down there is positive at the bottom. So that's what I got treated for. It was successful. I felt a shit ton better. And let's see if I can go back to my actual regular screen now that I've done that. And a crazy thing is 2 days after starting the medication to treat this, all of my nightmares and bad dreams and shit just full stop. 35 years of insane nightmares and crazy stories and conversations on here about nightmares and shadow people. 3 or 4 days of medication, and I have not had a nightmare since October. So that's a blessing.
Wait.
All right, that's a couple months.
Help me understand. So you've been on medication for 3 or 4 days?
It only took 3 or 4 days for that change to take effect. The course of medication was just antibiotics for like 2 weeks, and now I'm just doing physical therapy and regular follow-ups. And I know I'm still in the bed and it looks terrible, but things are
I was worried.
This babyosis thing, I'm looking it up. This is one of those tick diseases that you get from getting bit by a tick. Did they tell you, or do you know when the tick bite could have happened?
I have no clue. I am so lost. It was so hard to find even a single doctor in the entire state of Texas willing to treat this. And their speculations on how I got it was a blank. Like if you go on the CDC and look it up, between 1 and 3 people in the state of Texas get it every year. So I guess I'm just lucky. So I have no idea where or how I got it. I have no clue. I am just as in the dark as all of you. All I can say is that I took the medicine and I feel better. And I think that might have been fucking me for years.
I have a couple of questions. Did they suspect babyosis? Or just run all kinds of tests?
I was all kinds of tests. I was 87 different kinds of desperate and confused. And I was sitting here and I would pray every morning, please God, let me be crazy. Let this be a Sixth Sense moment where I'm Bruce Willis and I realize everything is fine and I just need some fucking Xanax. And nothing was working. So I started taking kind of weirder tests at random. There was a company called IgeneX that would test you not just for Lyme, but for every single tick-borne disease on the planet. Mm-hmm. And it was like, it's $3,500 to test everything. Sign me up. Ship that shit out right now. My internist said, why not? You're having all these joint problems. And lo and behold, it was like a month, maybe 6 weeks later, it came back and it was positive. And I had no idea what to do with that information. And it kind of started a whole series of events. I think I'd actually just gotten that news like 2 days before I showed up here as a clown.
Yeah.
But I had to wait to get it confirmed by an actual infectious disease doctor. And we couldn't even replicate that particular test because we tried testing for individual strains and got nothing. So since the medication was relatively low side effect profile, they're like, let's give you the medication and see how you respond. Response was pretty positive.